Now that we've located the vertex, we can easily identify the equation of the axis of symmetry. We know that the axis of symmetry will pass through the vertex on a straight line. There's our straight line for our axis of symmetry. Notice that the axis of symmetry goes right through -2 on the x-axis. -2 is also the x-coordinate of the vertex. This tells us that the equation of the axis of symmetry is x equals -2. We've now identified the vertex and the equation of the axis of symmetry. Let's now look at the maximum or minimum values. There is no maximum value for this parabola. That's because these lines will continue on forever. We could scroll up forever and ever and ever, and we would never reach the top. However, there is a minimum value. The minimum value here is -6. Y is equal to -6. There is no y value that is smaller than -6. Notice that the minimum value is the y coordinate in the vertex. Next, we'll identify the y-intercept. The y-intercept is where this parabola crosses the y-axis. And here it is. We're going to use the zoom-in function by changing the scale to see exactly where it crosses the y-axis. It is still an estimation. However, we can make a very accurate estimation. As you can see, it appears that it crosses the y-axis at -2, or y equals -2. So the y-intercept, the coordinates for the y-intercept, is 0, -2. Let's now identify the zeros, or the x-intercepts. As you can see, the zeros or x-intercepts are going to be difficult to pinpoint. So again, we'll zoom in to get a closer picture. This is a very good example of why, when you're looking at a graph, to identify these points, in many cases, it's an estimation. So as you can see, there are two zeros, one located here, somewhere between -4 and -5 on the x-axis, and the second is located here, somewhere between 0 and 1. Let's figure out a coordinate for this. As you can see, it's not quite halfway. So we can estimate that x is equal to -4.45. For this one, again, it's slightly less than halfway between 0 and 1. So we could say x is equal to 0.45. So there are our zeros. Our zeros are located at -4.45, 0 and 0.45, 0.